Part 7 of When Your Professor is Insanely Obsessed with You and Can Do Anything to Make You His. Author point of view. Jungkook's parents were still bickering while you returned with dead steps. Therapies, monster, psycho. The words were hammering in your head, your heart giving screaming, and that is it's not true, while your mind giving opposite logics. Stuck in your thoughts, you didn't see Jungkook coming towards you. His eyes narrowed when, with an absent mind, your head budged into his hard rock chest, making you wince. Jungkook, ah, my clumsy baby. He rubbed your forehead and on it. You looked up and denied all thoughts against him. He cannot be a monster. How can he tear you apart? No. But then Hae-in's attitude. Jungkook, Yan, huh? Yeah. Sorry. I was just Jungkook. Let's go to them. I also have to leave now. Spreading his arm around you, he walked towards the drawing room. He then left with his parents. You were in Jeon's mansion, sitting with Jimin. Jeon, why did his parents separated? He became nervous. Jimin, not sure. Yan, you are his best friend, and still you don't know? Jimin, he doesn't talk much about them. Yan, so do you know everything about him? He shrugged. Jimin, yeah, but why you look curious? You also know him now, and maybe better than me. Who stuffed a strand of hair behind your ear? Jan, is he taking any? Hi, Yan, good to see you. He, you gritted your teeth at her appearance and showed a forced smile. Yan, thanks. I came to meet Jungkook. Hi, and Jimin is giving you a good company. Her sly smile made you and Jimin awkward. Jimin. Your uncle was asking for you. He is in his study. Jimin. Alright, excuse me. You felt that like an excuse she made by herself. Taking your bag, you stood. Yan, I will wait in Jungkook's room. In. Will you leave without getting answers? Yan, what do you mean? In. I know you had heard what I said about Jungkook that day at your home. Your eyes slightly widened. In. He takes therapies to stay stable and act humanly. She stepped closer, a look of satisfaction on her face when yours lost its color. Yan, this doesn't make sense. He is totally normal. In. Because things are under his control. Once they go in other direction, he will lose his sanity. Haven't you ever seen him anger? Past moments hit you hard whenever he had an outburst. She placed her hand on your shoulder. In. I see myself in you. This is how I was. Blind in love with his dad, and his obsession destroyed my life. I want to step back on time before it's too late. Your grip tightened on strip of your back. In. It's not easy to handle a monster. Jan, mind your words, Mrs. John. The smile was whipped off her face when he removed her hand and slapped your words. Jan, you are talking about the man who is love of my life, so you better watch out. Anger and shock mixed on her hard-heated face. Jan, what made you think that I would believe a woman who left her son when he was just a kid? How are you even calling yourself his mother? Do you think you deserve it? In. Jan, she shouted. Jungkook, what's going on? He stormed in and made you step away from her. In. We were just having a nice talk. Jungkook, don't talk to her. With a worried expression, he palmed your face and on your forehead. She left. Jungkook, what was she saying? Yan, leave it. I don't care. Wrapping your arms around him, you snuggled in his chest. Jungkook picked you from uni and brought you to his guest house. You were following him with an absent mind. Jungkook, how is it? Jan, I like it. Jungkook, I always come here whenever I feel lonely. Jan, the silence is screaming. Don't you get annoyed by it? Why is it so well soundproofed? Jungkook, because I kill people here. Blood was drenched from your face and it turned pale. He laughed, but you could not get that. He was just kidding. Jungkook, relax. I was just joking. Jan, I hate such jokes. You turned towards the exit, but holding you, he attached you with the wall and then himself with you. Jungkook, Yani, I am sorry if that scared you. Scared? Yes, you were scared. At your silence, he leaned and on your neck. He pulled back his head when he got no response. Jungkook, Yan, baby, is something bothering you? He asked while rubbing your arms, and you shook your head. Jungkook, I am seeing you have been lost after the meeting with my mother that day. What happened? Did she? He was annoyed when you again did not answer in words. Jungkook, I told you to stay away from her. Jan, why? Is there something that I don't know? Your tone was rude. Jan, why are you so persistent to keep us away? Tell me if what it is. Even if there is something, I want to hear it from you instead of anyone else. Hae-in did left the effect on you. What she claims isn't a small thing. Jungkook, no Jan, everything is fine. Why you jerked down his hands as he decided to keep the matter close. Jan, I am leaving. Jungkook, no listen. Please share the problem, Jan. He again held you. Jungkook, I planned this for a special date. I love you, baby. Keeping you in place. He had fixed your hands above your head. You let out a muffled sob when his hand was easily around. Your sob went unnoticed as he was too indulged in you and backed away when you pushed him. Your teary eyes were shocking to him. Jan, cannot you see that you are forcing me into this? He was now dumbfounded. Jungkook, forcing? When did I force you, Jan? He was trying his best to respect your consent and was slow in physical things. So, the allegation of forcing you swirled anger in him. Jan, I just don't want to talk. Not letting you go. He angrily squeezed you in his firm grip. Jungkook, answer me. Jan, I am not bound to obey you. Jungkook, and I am not bound to listen whatever you say. Your out of the blue aggression triggered him. Jan, then don't leave me. Why are we even here? Your mind did not comprehend what you just said. Jungkook, what? Leave you? Will you leave me? Is it that easy for you? You took in a heavy breath. Yan, Jungkook, I think I cannot talk right now. His hands on you applied more pressure, making you yelp. Jungkook, and you cannot go without clarifying this. The same anger that he used to show in the start. Ha-in's words repeated in your head. Yan, what will you do? Will you hurt me? He growled. Yan, will you torture me? Jungkook, Yan, what's wrong with you? Losing patience, he yelled. Jungkook, everything was all fine. Then why? You are so mad now. What changed, huh? He stepped back and smashed down a huge decoration piece. You screamed while covering your ears. Jungkook, why are you talking about leaving? How can you even think that? Anger took over his nerves. Jungkook, you are mine. And that statement cracked your senses too. Walking over the scattered shards, you pushed him. Yan, I am not a thing to claim. You cannot treat me like a showpiece of this room, whom you can break any time. You yelled and your voice was teary. He realized what he had done. Apologetically, he tried to get closer. Jungkook, baby, you said to leave. His voice was lower now. Yan, if I want to leave, then no one can stop me. He gathered you in his arms. Jungkook, please tell me what wrong I did. Yan, are you taking any therapy sessions? You never wanted to risk it, ask it this way. You were even sure to not believe what Hae-in said, but the situation worsened. His eyes possessing world's darkness. Yan, are you a psycho who can turn into a monster? Your own heart ached, and his shattered. To be continued. Lovebirds are in pain. Thanks for watching and love you all.